Hi everyone, it is Wednesday again, and you're watching the Awesome 10X Philippine Market Update. This is Nikki, and it's May 18, 2022. Let's begin. Okay, so the index is currently 6,700, up 124 points or up 2%. That is significant, and let's take a look which names are the ones being bought up in the market sell off recently. So in the index, you're seeing that market value so far is 5.65 billion pesos with 132 advancers and 61 decliners. And the top traded are and the top gainers are the following. Meralco rising 7%, ICT rising 6.6%, Pure Gold rising 5%, ASEN rising 5%, BPI rising 4.5%, SM rising 3%, JG Summit 3%. These are significant movers for the day. Let's read the numbers. So your SM is now 860 pesos. We have 3% rally in SM. ICT is 216 pesos, 6% rally so far. BPI 4.5%, 97 pesos. What a strong recovery. Meralco 7% increase, 354 pesos. GG Summit is 54.63% up. Ayala Corp is 692% up. Jollibee is 212, 2% up. BDO is 1% up, 127. ASEN 5% up, 7 pesos. Monde 2% up, 14.88. Pure Gold 5.69% up, 34.35. Metrobank is 1.5%, 52.3. Telenglo is relatively unchanged, 1982 and 2,450. Robinson's Land 18.6, Security Bank 95, Converge 28.3, LTG 8.3, AEV 48, GT Cap 515. Aboitiz Power is still near support 29.55, Emperador 19.30, San Miguel 103, MPI 3.79, AGI 11.22, Wilcon 28 peso, URC 107, Megaworld 2.76, SM Prime 36.7, Ayala Land 28.9. As you can clearly see, there is a significant low price for Ayala Land and Ayala Corporation versus the other SM and SM Prime, owing, I believe, to the rebalancing last few days ago. And you can see that is still evident in the prices. Let's take a look at the stats today. Top traded name is BPI, trading 4.6%, now closing at 97. Market's gonna close within 20 minutes at 3 p.m. Your ASEN is closing 5% up. So some of your Ayala land, Ali is still down 1% here at 28.9. Monde is climbing up, one of the top movers for the day. And then, of course, let's talk about the biggest news disclosures amongst the index, and that has to be the Mega World clarification of news reports. So recently, there was a sell-off because of a Twitter post saying that BIR is issuing a closure against Mega World in a media advisory, which is a news report, just a news Twitter tweet. This, however, was refuted by Mega World and has been disclosed here in their company disclosure today. And they sent a press release. You can see 10 a.m. and 12:16. They also shared that they've been buying back owing to that sell off. For the last few hours, Mega World said that insofar as they know, they have zero liabilities with the enforcement of taxes, and they continue to work with all regulations to share any liabilities if ever they have anything to pay. Records with BIR states that Megaworld has zero outstanding or unpaid past tax liabilities needing any enforcement action. It is being regularly audited by the large taxpayer service of the BIR head office, and all of their tax returns or taxable year 2020 have been examined. All previous deficiency assessments have already been paid for and duly cleared by the BIR head office. So, for pending tax audits, the company continues to maintain full cooperation with tax authorities to collect badly needed revenues in accordance with the mandate to collect badly needed revenues for the government. So, we are seeing actually a recovery of Mega World from a deep low of 2.47 yesterday. Today, it's opened 271 with a low of 269. Seems that we are seeing actually Mega World climb back amongst this issue. So let's just take a look at Mega World chart here because it is one of the top traded names. You can see that the intraday sell off here was quickly bought by the market, specifically even the owners themselves. This was evidenced with the 62 million shares being bought since yesterday. And I would say that people today continue to buy. And just from a chart perspective, what can we say about Mega World chart here? Mega World has been going down from as high as 3 point. Looking at the chart from a daily standpoint, you have a resistance around 3.1 to 3.3 around here. Anything above 3.1 or 3 pesos might actually prevent continuous rallies. Nonetheless, this is your resistance, this 3 peso above, while and it is a round number support as well. So that could be a first sign of a target if you're looking to buy here at 275 below with a potential 10% rally. Now, of course, it could also rally based on earnings wherein they reported pretty good income these past few quarters. So you can see here just May 16 quarterly report. Mega World reported that they earned something with a six peso book value per share. Says here that their revenues continue to climb current year to date versus previous year to date from 9 billion to 12.2 billion gross revenues. You can clearly see here that their net income after taxes also is 3.5 billion current year to date. Previous year, that would have been 2.5 billion, stating that they have enough earnings. And when you see the company's earnings per share in the last 12 months at 45 cents, at about 2 pesos 75 cents, you're just roughly paying something like 5 to 6 times PE ratio. Sorry, 3 pesos divided by 50 cents is 6 cents, 6 times. So yeah, it's below 6 times PE. Laksi DC, lakbo sa tap ng kochita. So ng kochit, if you buy 2.7, that is 6 times PE multiple. So a lot of people would continue to buy Mega World as long as this is cleared. So the sense that I'm seeing here is that because of the confusion, there was the selling, but you can see that the total value is getting picked up by the market. And for those who want to buy based on that news, 275 below seems to be a good enough support in the short term. Barring, of course, any potential new drama. But if that drama is already closed, then we can clearly see that the bulls have been buying all the negative news that pertain to Mega World. Let's take a look at index. One of the big movers have been, well, actually, there have been a lot of big movers. Let's take a look at your top gainers here. Okay, so we're seeing a 27% increase on BHI. I don't know what the news would have to be. We can check out the disclosures. Your web continues to rally 8%. I believe this has to do with speculation about the Marcos regime, given that the web is owned by, um, a, well, also the same family members. So, and then we're seeing strength on Meralco here, 8%. Um, what are the big movers? 6% rally on pure gold. Okay, so although the rally in the market is significant, we have to still caution that the strength of the market, 8%, 6%, could be short lived. So let's take a look at the big moves today. 8% rally on Meralco. Okay, let's talk about that. Meralco has rallied. We would have wanted to buy. Sadly, we were looking to buy 315 only to see it rally today at 354. Now, that is significant, an 8% rally, not so bad. Um, but unfortunately for Meralco, I think that it is perhaps a short-lived rally. You still have a ton of selling pressure here at 360 above. And so I think some people might even consider this rally on Meralco as a chance to exit rather than a chance to buy. Now let's take a look at pure gold. I like the fact that pure gold rallied. Was also looking at pure gold here at 32.7, 32 pesos recently. And the recent run up is is good. It is a retest. You can see that Pure Gold has always retested this 31 arena, owing to the fact that it has been earning quite significant cash flows. We talked about, we saw the earnings report of Pure Gold. It earned 8 billion pesos, not bad. And the pre-market, you can the market of Pure Gold, you can see that in trades. Just look at the stats, build your watch list or you replace your watch list. Analytics, let's just look at it. And the market today is going up because Wall Street last night was also strong. Wow. So you're seeing 360 for Meralco. Seems to me that today's rally in the market is an opportunity mostly to sell Meralco at 360 if you haven't after receiving your dividend and then buy it back lower. Let's look at the volume here. Okay, share. Okay, average daily volume, average daily value traded. All right. So you can see that majority of people will obviously just trade the large caps in the Philippines or the index issues. And amongst these, what's interesting is to look at where Ayala Land today is, given that Ali is currently near support as well. So let's take a look at some support areas for Ali. Okay, so Ali has dropped from about 39, dropping to 28.95. Although we aren't really bullish on the industry, i.e., the real estate sector, barring any really negative news, we might see a potential support already 28 to 27. And as long as you're near support, you tend to have a bounce play here. So let's read through the news on what exactly is happening in Ayala Land to suffer a big drop versus the market. Relatively, Ayala is at support from a technical standpoint. Let's take a look at company disclosures. So quarterly report, material information, press releases here. So May 12, let's take a look at that. Last week, May 12, Ayala Land said net income is up 14% to 3.2 billion pesos. Now, some people might have been disappointed. They probably expected income to be higher. But let's see what was the full press release of Ayala Land. Ayala Land said that their first quarter earnings is up 14%, cost efficiency measures amidst the pandemic, revenues of 24 billion, a slight contraction in property development, and a resurgence in commercial leasing. Factoring out the sale of Qualimed, revenues and net income grew 6 and 77% respectively. Revenues reached 15 billion, a dip from 16 billion. Ali received a strong take-up of commercial lots. Reservation total 24 billion, higher than the monthly average sales. Wait, no, sorry, equivalent to 8 billion monthly average sales. That is 9% more than the fourth quarter of 2021. They've launched 7 projects totaling 17 billion. These are Alp Shela Heights Phase 1A in Carmona, Cavite, and Via Cove Seaside in Morong, Bataan. Mondia expansion in Novali, Avida's Patio Madrigal Tower 1 in Pasay City, and Serin East Tower 4 in Tagaytay City, Cavite. Amaya Series New Valley S2 in Laguna, and Scapes Iloilo S2A. Alright, so we're seeing that Ayala is continuing to have a lot of destinations in the Philippines expanded, especially in Cavite, Bataan. You can see that Laguna, Iloilo. The greater mobility resulted in an immediate a positive impact on our overall business. However, so I think it has more to do with
Pero blue yata eh.
your inventory. Okay, sorry. Wait lang. So we have the inventory here. Wait, I'm sharing. So Ali says that they have $100 billion, not dollars, 100 billion pesos worth of residential inventory still this year, split between horizontal and vertical offerings. Okay, so from the press release, I don't know if the market is really negative about Ayala Land or was it just a sell off related to the rebalancing. But if you are more neutral about the Philippine economy, it will show to you that you are near support. So 28.90, closer to 26.95, we do expect some resilience here on Ali to be bought. Let's take a look at your PSCI here. So far we have seen a bounce, but of course there is a definite trend line reversal here at 7K, which means that you will have these resistances, however. So a little bit cautious on the strength of today's rally, but look positively in the fact that the current lows here at 6.4 might be retested in the next few days for a potential reason to really be a stronger support if 6.4 is indeed already the support. So we have to watch if this 6.4 is indeed a support for a trading range from 6.4 to 7,000 or a 10% range. So far, we can see na you might miss out on that first 3-4 days of rally, but don't worry too much because there are these resistances. Looks to me that what you'll see is movement like this, if ever, and that is similar to what happened here. Yeah, no. So that's a trading range from April to October. Yan, to January to October, 10 months yan. We might see the same pattern, a trading range for the next 6 months or 3 months for your PSEI. With these as still resistance, you still have a lot of resistance here, guys. Anything above 7,000 to 7.5 is still a lot of resistance zones. So don't get ahead of yourself. We are still in a very bearish situation, even in the Philippine market. So no need to FOMO unless you're buying supports. So with PSEI at 6.7, if you want to buy PSEI 6.4, then you look at index issues that are still perhaps trading with a good risk reward. Risk reward style, because Meralco has already taken off and Pure Gold has already taken off. While that is good, you want to wait for a retest, say at 33 for Pure Gold or below, to get an entry point. Now, if it just goes up and up at 37, 38, you might have missed out, but you shouldn't chase if you are missing out. Where is Aboitiz Power today? Aboitiz is still here at support, 29 pesos. 29 pesos, which is an index issue, is at support here. So these are the preferable entries that I would make if I wanted to enter the market. So somewhere near support, Aboitiz Power and Ayala Land, that is something to consider if you are looking to buy. Commodities have sold off. You're seeing Nickel Asia sell off quite significantly. It's now trading at 6.5. It is near support. It is not an index issue. However, if you argue that the commodities as a whole will continue to be bought up, some people might actually consider this 650 as a support for Nicolasia. Let's take a look at DMCI here, which is coal units and Semirara. It's already here bouncing at support at 8 pesos. Some people might actually consider buying DMCI further here at 8.4. Look at Semirara here. Let's take a look at some mining companies in the Philippines. Semirara already rebounded, so might be too late for you to catch up on Semirara, but a positive a positive pullback and bought up by the market. What are the strong performers other than web, which is speculative? Index issues. Mm, so mining names went up so far, aside from index. SM has been relatively strong, but SM is too sensitive to the economy. So SM looks to be a trading range. Okay, so we're seeing SM rebound from 800 to 860, but a lot of selling pressure at 900. So I guess it will coincide with your index getting a lot of selling pressure at about 6.9 to 7,000. So while it's very high that the market is going up today, I'd caution, and if you really want to participate, get the companies that are still at support. And it's not SM. SM already rebounded. So look at AC, for instance. Ayala Corp is currently trading at 680, 688. If you think that the index has a leeway to go higher, and you think that this was unduly sold down owing to rebalancing, this was, I believe, reduced. You can actually support and buy this one, Ayala Corp at 688, with your stop at recent low of 640 for a potential move back to 750 or 760 if you're trading the range. So I would look more at buying supports here rather than chasing a rally. And I will be skeptical as most people are still gonna clamor for lower inflation rates over the next 6 months. And the only way for lower inflation is to have as much oil trickle in to the market through Russia supplies, and we'll see how it will be. Maraming pa rin question marks in the market. So we shouldn't go ahead and believe that this rally is already a reversal. Could rally as high as 760 only to fall down. Look at those downtrend still that is still there in the market. Let's take a look at question. There's a question. Is it a reversal in the PSCI? I don't think it is a reversal, but I do believe that the rebound is gonna last for another week or so. And so instead of chasing, say, SM, I think that you might want to chase even just the laggards or just get a better re-entry price. It looks like the market has been very positive on issues like SM. So my guess is that Ayala Land and Ayala Corp will try to catch up given that they are very oversold. Aboitiz Power, DMCI, Semirara, Nicolasia seems to be getting left out in the rally so far. And any rebounds maybe on pure gold might actually be a good buying area simply because we think that these supermarkets are more staple in nature. Although Monday has risen, I would argue that the rally of Monday I'm still a skeptic on Monday, as I don't think that their margin pressures are over, and any rallies at 15.3 might actually just be a reason to sell it furthermore. So I'm not of the belief that this rally is sustainable. It is a bear market rally in my view. Are you planning to enter the Philippine market anytime soon? I'm looking to actually buy the Philippine markets if it is significantly lower. But it seems as if 6,400 in the index has been held. So maybe I was waiting for a bigger sell off that didn't happen. But I'm also not as FOMO into the market despite the strong movement today. That means that I might I might lose out on the gains. I think like within the next 3 days, I have to admit that if the market will continue to go higher, it's very difficult for me to chase. I would have to agree that I did buy a few issues like Aboitiz Power. I got in at 29.2, 29.5. Aboitiz Power here seems to be near support. I also, sorry, not that. Avoidance power is at 29.2. But I didn't buy a lot. So I bought some. I think that if it falls near 28, I would be continuing to buy. I also bought some pure gold at 33 with the thinking that 30 is also support. I've been selective, been buying some Mega World on this recent sell off. I bought at 2.73. I didn't buy too cheap. I didn't buy too high. Sakto lang, almost like just the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. Um, I just view the market as neutral for now. Maybe there is a potential for us to make money, but we'll just watch the news and uncover any values that would be there. Would Jollibee bounce back soon? PLDT is moving up, but I think PLDT has a ton of resistance at 2,200 to 24. So it's muted upside if you will chase PLDT. TEL is trading at 1950, 1980. Yeah, so it's continuing to go higher. Channel uptrend still for PLDT can go to 1 to 2 to 4. But be careful as it goes higher, especially near 2 2. You might get some selling pressure. But it's not bad. I just think that this is an extended V shape. So I'm leaning more on a selling pressure rather than a buying. Even the Meralco movement today, I'm look if you haven't sold, then maybe it's good time for you to sell at 360 above. Now, if you plan to buy, I think you still have to wait. Unfortunately, it didn't go 300. I was looking to buy utility companies, but it didn't hit my fill price. Hopefully, 300 below. Would Jollibee bounce back soon? Jollibee is a function of the economy, consumer spending. So I'm not as bullish. I believe that I have a chance to buy Jollibee below 190, maybe 185. I'm not sure if being bearish is a good thing because that means that I'm prevented to trigger anything. Yeah, but so far, yeah, still waiting. This is a rally today, can rally to 220, but I might opt out of that short-term rally. I'll just wait further lower. As to how low it will be, maybe on August, maybe I'll wait August or September for that to transpire, probably coinciding with the ghost month. So we'll see. I don't think that we are finished with the ultimate lows of the market. Um, that might mean that I will wait so many months and be uninvested or yeah, just really holding cash. That's a sad part when you are trying to be yeah, you're still waiting. I'm still waiting. I have to say that the news flow is not as conducive to buy, but maybe every now and then there are opportunities. There's yeah, so not much. I just needed to share what happened in Mega World and the volumes in the market, while it's great that it's rallying mga 7 billion with strong advancers today, I guess I'll just have to look at how convincing this rally is. 9% rally on Meralco, 7% rally on ICT, 5% rally on Pure Gold. Wonderful to see these rallies, but I would not well, we cannot short Philippines now. So I would just sell. If you have positions, you sell and limit the exposure as we're still at tricky times. That's it. Thank you very much, everyone. And thanks for watching the Awesome 10X. And see you again next week. Bye bye.